What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wizarding Wiz, your source for, well, I guess seems pretty much whatever I feel like putting up as of lately. But I got a whole bunch of cool things to tell you today, a whole bunch of stuff going on. First off, you might notice that I'm a little echoey, and you might notice that the background in this area is a bit different, and that's because, remember in my last video, I believe, I told you that I was getting ready to move. Well, I'm moving. We're actually moving a little bit earlier than expected. Got bumped up like a week or so. So we're in the process of moving everything over. It won't be fully in for like another week or so. There's that, but check it out. I'm going to have all of this room now, all of this space, plenty of more room. Look at, I got all this. There's a closet, and there's a closet, and there's windows, and a door. And this door actually goes outside, but that's a whole nother room. So we're not going to go. You don't need to know. You don't need to see over there. That's just the rest of the house. You're gonna be. This is where you're gonna be. This is where you're gonna be seeing most of the time. Anyway, so I figured I would show you guys in here. I got this brand new desk that I need to set up. This is courtesy of my friend Mike. Which, if you're watching this, thank you very much yet again. And on that note of having to set up my desk and everything, guys, everything is set and ready to go with Twitch. Everything's all set up. Obviously, I still haven't changed the name of this channel yet to match. And I haven't given you guys any of that information yet because it's going to be a while until I can stream. Obviously, with the move and everything, we got to set everything up. It's going to be at least a week, maybe a little bit longer, before I can actually do a stream for you guys. But that is all set up. And once I am all set up here, I've got to run wires. I got to set the desk up and all that crap. Once I'm all set up here, I will get you guys all of the information and when my first stream will be out, and we will do that. The other reason I wanted to show you guys inside here, and it's all echoey and everything, is because I have nothing in here, obviously, as you can tell. And the corner I showed you over here, this corner over here, is probably, I got my old graphics card down there and shit. This is probably where I'm going to set up my desk. So I'm going to have stuff back in this wall here, over here, on display. It's going to be way different than what you guys are used to, or at least a little bit different than what you guys are used to. I'm going to put some stuff up over here. I got to get some shelves and things like that and some lights, and it's going to be a work in progress for a while. But I figured you guys would like to see it, as it is, bare bones, completely empty, except for the curtains and shit that came in the house, in the room here, and another spot for shelves, which is weird because the door opens right to that, so I probably won't use those. If I do, it won't be anything that you guys will see on a regular basis. It'll be more personal stuff for me just to personalize the office with. But it'll be there, and you guys can see the growing of this as I do it. Obviously, I'm not gonna go step by step, but you guys will see as I add things on and as I decorate and build stuff and everything. And even when I'm streaming, when I get a webcam, if I decide to put my face on there, you'll see. You'll see. It's going to be awesome. I'm really actually looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun project for me to kind of set up this whole thing. I've never really had a whole space to just myself, before. It's always been like shared stuff because I've got siblings and married and all that stuff. So you guys know all that. So, and if you got siblings, nothing is ever yours. You share everything, regardless of whether it's yours or not. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting and good. And I'm really looking forward to being able to personalize this room and not have to worry about anything else or anybody else touching it. Now, there is one more thing that I want to talk to you guys about real quick, and then I got to get back to moving stuff before I get yelled at. Some of you have probably heard this already. There is chatter, a little bit of talk, nothing 100% confirmed, but we can assume it is most likely going to happen, of a Harry Potter TV show. Now, I am mixed feelings on this. I've wanted a Harry Potter TV show for years and years, but now I feel like they've missed the mark by starting it now, and I feel like they're only doing it to try and compete a bit with Disney, with The Mandalorian, and with all the other Star Wars storylines that they have coming out as shows and short series and things like that. And I kind of feel like that's what Warner Brothers is trying to do with Harry Potter. And of course, I love Harry Potter. It's the whole reason I started this channel to begin with, was to talk to you guys about Harry Potter. And then, J.K. Rowling, she did all that stuff and said some really messed up things about, the transgender community, the LGBTQ community, and I like to separate the art from the artist. At the same time, don't really want to be giving her all that much money, uh, it's difficult. It's difficult, and she has calmed down a lot since. And a lot of people were saying it was just to generate chatter for the book she was putting out or whatever, and maybe it was, but it's still, this is kind of messed up things to say. Trans rights are human rights, and that's just what I believe. I don't care if you agree with me or not. That is what I personally believe. And so, yeah, I thought it was messed up of what she said. But that aside, that is not really my main issue with them doing this series. My main issue with them doing this series is, one, it's going to be on HBO Max, which HBO is not known for family-friendly stuff. I'm sorry, but it's not. And two, it's going to go directly to a streaming service that, okay, yeah, some people have. It's probably similar to Disney Plus, where some people have, but not everybody has. But Warner Brothers, there's other platforms out there that you are partnered with. There's other platforms out there that you use. I know this because I have Netflix, and you're on there. So doing it on HBO, one, it kind of seems like a cash grab to me. Two, like I said, I feel like they missed the mark by a few years. I feel like they're really only doing it to try to compete with Disney, with The Mandalorian, and everything else like that. And but most of all, I really don't want it to be live action. And there's a lot of talk that it will be, and I don't want it to be. I think my personal opinion is if they're going to do this, if they're going to do a Harry Potter TV show, it needs to be animated. It needs to be animated. And here's why. One, animation is going to be a bit cheaper on the budget, so they'll be able to get away with doing more and more intricate storylines. And on top of that, what are you going to tell in live action that the books and the movies don't already tell? Or are you going to just do scenarios and, there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of stuff they can do making a Harry Potter series. And I think that will be interesting. Like I said, I wish it had come out 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. I feel like they really missed the bus on this, and that even if it does get going, it maybe won't make it past the season. Not because it's going to be bad. I think it'll be good. I hope it'll be good anyway, especially if they go animated. But even live action, I don't want to see different characters playing the characters. I'm not going to lie. I'm old school like that. Daniel Radcliffe and Hermione, wow, Emma Watson and Rupert Grant. That's my golden trio. I don't really want to see anybody else play them. I don't want to see anybody else play Hagrid. I don't want to see other people playing stuff. But just because it's a Harry Potter show doesn't mean it's actually going to be based around Harry Potter. So they could do, like Super Carlin Brothers speculated, they could do a Founders show, which would be phenomenal. If they did that, I might actually purchase HBO Max just to watch if they did a Founders show. If they, they could do that. They could do, somebody else in the Wizarding world. They could do the Marauders. They could do the Golden Trio as adults, or their kids going to Hogwarts. They can do weird little one-off adventures that they had during the boring times at Hogwarts when they weren't trying to stop Voldemort from doing stuff, except that was every freaking year. So who knows? I mean, they could even not include anything that we know and just do something at Hogwarts. I don't know. I tell you what I do know. I want to see Peeves. If Peeves isn't in the show's not worth it. Period. I don't care what time, where the story takes place. Unless it is a Founder story, then obviously I don't expect to see Peeves because Hogwarts had only just started. But if it's anything past when the Founders were there, and even after Hogwarts has been created, I expect to see Peeves. If we don't see Peeves, I'm going to be upset. That's just me. I won't watch it. If Peeves is not at least a semi, regular staple on the show, then I'm not interested. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. I don't want to get into too much of it now, but there is a lot that they can do. There's a lot that I'm hoping for if they do it. Again, like I said, I'm mixed on it. I feel like they missed, as happy as I am going to be, as happy as I am that they're finally making a Harry Potter TV show, I really feel like they missed the mark, and I'm hesitant to see how it's going to be. And then, of course, there is, if certain people aren't involved with it, and it ends up like Cursed Child, do we even want it? Because who liked Cursed Child? I mean, I've heard the play was good. I haven't personally gone to see it myself. I haven't had the opportunity, and then COVID. So it's going to be a while before I actually get to go see it. I hear the play itself is good, but I have the screenplay. I have it, or the book, the script. That's the word I was looking for. I have the play script, and I've read that. And, I mean, it's an interesting story. It's great fan fiction, but I wouldn't consider it canon no matter how bad anybody wants it considered canon. I don't think it's canon. It goes against itself. It goes against already established canon in the universe, and I just don't think that that's good. So hopefully it won't be anything based around the Cursed Child or be as bad as the Cursed Child. So yeah, all right, that's it, guys. New office. Can't wait to get this set up and show you guys. Twitch is up and running, but I'm not giving you any of that information yet. I will give that to you when I can actually start streaming over there, which is going to be at least a week, if not longer. So keep an eye out, but don't expect it to be soon. And yeah, good luck to the writers, producers, actors on this rumored Harry Potter television show. And until the next one, guys, stay safe, wear your mask, and watch out for those Dementors.